Rose, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we're here with Syberia, the world before, and we're exactly where we left off last time, where we opened this drawer and trunk, not drawer, trunk, and we found Dana's diary. So now we're going to take it and read it and find out more about Dana. So this is exciting. I was going to read it in the last video, but I felt like the video might have been too long if I continued on with it, so that's why I'm starting it now. Okay, so here we go.
This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Baltayar. The high plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors.
Oh crap. Autumn 1937, Baltayar Mountains. Are we gonna play as Leon? Baltayar. So this is...
Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger.
We get to play as Leon. How exciting.
Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him.
Washy-washy.
All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. Goethe's Faust. One of Junter's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste.
Oof.
I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp.
Filled the canteen.
I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back.
Oh wow. He had to sneak taking pictures. Interesting.
Hope I can get back to sketching the valley. But with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization.
No. Drawing book. Aren't they like in, I can't remember, China or Japan? I didn't realize I could read. Go back. Read. 1937 expedition. Expedition before 1937. Expedition. Okay. The summer at the refuge, summer 1937, when he met Dana. The mountain refuge, 1937. Samples from Austral's mountains. The group makes progress. The origin expedition. If only my hand could write what holds my heart. Oh. Yeah, they're like in Japan? No, China. I don't know if it's Japan or China. I think it's China, but I can't remember. Baltayar. And that's everything. I think I looked at everything, okay?
No chance of me venturing into the mountain without that.
Okay, got a machete. Cans, nope, okay. Shoes. Take the bag.
Better get going before.
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you?
Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
I shouldn't even be here.
You know full well Huss and the Brown Shadow forced me into this. And besides, my mission was to guide you and the rest of the expedition here, not to get involved in your harebrained research.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
Yes, sir.
Jawohl, Herr Berger.
Asshole. I used to like you. Now I don't.
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his. No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have... Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
Okay, we need a combination. There's nothing in here. I feel like the combination should be like in here, you know?
Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
Okay, guess not. Maybe it's somewhere else.
The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it.
I hope so. I hope not either. Build a canteen. Be prepared.
With this, I'll be able to venture out for as long as it takes to find Sauer. Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet.
An anatomical chart of the mythical Goron.
Can't have been easy for Bauer to leave his daughter just after she was born.
Oh no, what? Oh.
Bauer's daughter. I sometimes forget I'm not the only one who left behind someone dear back across the mountains.
She's a cutie.
This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned in for the night.
There's a date on here though, so let me snap that. Maybe that's the code to that chest. Eh? Okay. Anything else? No, okay. One, two, three, four. So maybe the month and the year? So 0, 4, 37? Nope, okay. So maybe the... Okay. It was the month and day.
All shipshape. Typical Bauer. Bauer, are you little...
Dear Herr Haas, I completely understand the Brown Shadow's anger should the expedition fail. That being said, I argue you not to hold it against Herr Berger or my fellow scientists. If blame there is to be, then look rather to Leon. His lack of goodwill has become increasingly apparent throughout. Indeed, it would become as no surprise to me if his intentions was to sabotage the whole expedition right from the very outset. Are you joking? That's... okay. Poor Leon. He didn't even want to be here. He wanted to be with freaking
There's nothing
Dana.
more to do here, I guess. I should leave the camp now.
Fine. Okay.
You'll have it coming, Bauer.
I'm guessing we go this direction. Okay, off we go. To find Harris? Who? I don't know.
Better get going.
I looked at everything that needed to be looked at, so time to go. I feel so bad for him. He didn't want to be here. He wanted to stay with Dana, but he was forced to freaking go because they freaking threatened him, and if he didn't go, they would have hurt Dana, and he didn't want that, obviously, so...
Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive. Autumn is here.
Oh.
We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive.
Bless me.
Anyone there?
Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over.
Sour.
One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably Sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here.
It says inspect. I did though. Okay, I inspected it, but
What on earth is that?
hand print.
That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation.
Okay, I found out what else they wanted me to look at. It's like I looked at the stuff. What else do you want me to look at? There's a handprint.
What in God's name?
Oops. That's a good question. What in God's name was that? Sour.
Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
go room! Yes, it's a go room! I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you. Current's too strong to swim across. Better find another way.
Yeah, you would definitely get carried away.
All sorts of debris has been carried by the river. But other than trying to build a raft, I don't know what use it can be.
Ooh, tree. Do we have an axe? Oh no, we have a machete. Machete. Click, 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 click. Wait. Timber. Wait, where were we hitting it on the opposite side? Whatever. Where did it go?
Easy, Leon.
Leon.
Now's not the time to get a dunking.
Ah. Go, 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 go. Wonder what happens if you fell in. Probably just get carried away and then game over. Hi.
Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill?
Biscuits. I would not give him the machete. Just our luck, he'll turn on us and cut us or
There you
something.
go.
Here's some food. If somebody gave me food, I would trust them. No.
Good boy. It's all right.
No. Gotta back it up. Back it up.
Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella.
Assuming we had the back up.
Good boy. Eat up, fella.
We no hurty. We tried to help you. He don't want the cracker. Now he want the cracker. My cracker. Nom 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 nom. Yummy.
It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little
Wonder
fella.
what happened.
If you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later. Yes?
Yes.
It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better.
My question is, how do you know it's a boy? You're just assuming genders here.
Hold on.
But whatever.
I'll be
It's
right
a
back.
game.
Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back.
Okay, so what now? Up. Okay. Inspect. Take.
They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp.
Okay.
The Gorun might become anxious if I leave now. There must be something around here I can use to take care of him. That mark, judging by the shape, must have been made by the Gorun, probably before he got injured. I wonder what it means.
So he was climbing up there to. I think they're the ones that are doing the rocks. You know, the little rock thingies. Maybe he was climbing up there to build one up there and then slipped and fell and broke his leg. That's what I'm assuming that happened.
I could use those creepers to tie up the Gorun's splint. They seem to be stuck.
Like that. Okay.
They
Yay.
should do fine to hold the Gorun's splint together.
Yeah, I'm assuming he went up there to build those rocks and then slipped and fell. And broke his leg. Oof.
Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little.
Oh, I gotta do something.
There, wasn't so bad, was it?
Leon is such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. I have a bad feeling though that something is gonna happen. Especially with how the letters started to Dana.
Now we just need to find a way to get you back across.
He's doing something. What you doing there?
Hey. Did you do that, little fella? Well,
Aw, he drew him.
better drawing than talking, huh?
He drew Leon. That's adorable. I've never broken a bone in my body. I've sprained my wrist, and one time I thought I broke my wrist, but luckily I didn't. It was just a really bad sprain. But it got bent so far back that it made a weird noise, and it was not pleasant. Leon. I hope nothing bad happens to you. I'm gonna cry if something does happen to him. Yay, we made it.
Now we just have to wait for the others.
Yeah, we gotta wait for the others. Time to continue.
Huh? Oh. You want another biscuit? You learn quick.
It's weird that he doesn't take his backpack off to get the biscuits. Like, where is he pulling these biscuits out from?
It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason.
He will be such a good dad. Wow, it took them forever to get to him. Like, we woke up. I don't know how long we
When
slept
my
for,
companions
but
joined
like,
me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual. It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it.
uh-oh.
What's that?
I think that's Mama Dearest. And she ain't very happy. Locate the cries. Oh, there. It's a mama. Or dad. Don't know. That could be either one.
Plasmic rifle.
Must be the Goran's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? Are you mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, and we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we needed her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No! Sorry about that, burger, but I couldn't let you shoot them. Reinhardt, you all right?
He's dead. Oh
But
no.
he's killed Burger. Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was
It
going
really
to
was
kill the
an
Goran, sir. So I had no intention to.
Shut it, assassin!
Assassin? What? Is that a fucking assassin? He's not an assassin. He didn't mean to kill him. Oh my god. Poor Leon. Oh my god.
My head.
Oof. Oh my god. What am I doing? Looking. Try to escape. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear Lord. Burger. I'm sorry. I never meant to. I know what dangers await me in the mountain if I manage to escape from here. But whatever happens, it can't be worse than what Bauer and the others have in store for me. So I have no choice. Looks like they're busy. Probably discussing what to do with me. If I can just loosen these ties, I'll be able to slip away without them noticing.
Try to escape. His legs are too short.
I'll
Dang
bring
it.
him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
He's so nice. Aw. You're so nice. Thank you for feeding him, at least.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Doesn't surprise me. I came across a letter from Bauer that made me the scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong. Bauer had been planning this for some time now.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you.
I didn't mean to kill the man. Like...
You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible.
You are so
Hear me?
sweetheart. Oh.
Yes, but what?
You're so nice. But like, he didn't mean to kill the guy, like... And he's gone. Good. And he's up first things first.
So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like.
Winter 1937, Rose's house. Vagahan.
But always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Alpine lover.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
Why did she pass out? Uh-oh. I wonder why she passed out. Winter 1937. Why did she pass out? Did she pass out because of the
Dear
letter?
Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.
Oh my god, she's pregnant. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I thought she might have passed out because of the letter, but maybe because she passed out because of her pregnancy. Because some girls will pass out if their blood sugar is too low, I think. Maybe even too high. I don't know. But, like, I thought she passed out because of the letter that she got from Leon. But maybe she passed out because of her pregnancy. Like, her blood sugar got too low or something. So she passed out.
I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it because he just went through it. So I'm not gonna read it.
That scientist I met at the refuge, Horst Sauer, he brought me the letter after his return from Baltayar.
He brought it to her. Oh my god, he is a good man.
I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary.
So yeah, I was right, she is pregnant because she said that she was feeling sick. So she ended up pregnant. She got a pet and she beggars. Oh. Ugh.
As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months.
Wow.
They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes.
That's awful.
My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama.
Oh my god.
But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't.
I don't trust the Zimmers. I don't trust them one bit. Dana. Oh. The poor woman.
The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true.
Feel so bad for her.
Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already.
Oh. She cried so much. That poor girl.
I hope you are well, Leon, wherever you are now.
I feel like crying.
Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy.
Back then, they were always embarrassed when, like, they didn't, like, you could get pregnant at a young age if you wanted to, but if you are not married and got pregnant, it was, like, the worst thing ever that could happen to the family. So they would send away the person who got pregnant to keep them out of prying eyes.
I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going. I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls. But now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years.
Oh. Yeah, 'cause you're gonna be a mama.
The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it.
Oh, oh yeah, she's sick, so maybe that's why she passed out. I don't know, like, what is wrong with you? Like, I can't read it, so I don't know. Like, I know she is sick with something, and she wasn't taking her medicine, but then when she collapsed, and then they found out she was pregnant, her mom's forcing her to take it back because they think whatever's happening to her is because of the pregnancy, or I don't know. Ugh, poor...
I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Herr Zimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice. Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna.
Anna is such a pretty name, I love it. Wow, they were so dramatic to find out their teenage daughter's pregnant. Oh, yeah. No, I understand because she's a teenager, obviously. She's like 17, maybe 18. I don't know when her birthday is. So I guess I would freak out too if my teenage daughter came and said, I'm pregnant. But I wouldn't like send her away or anything like that. I would be like sad and kind of disappointed, I guess, that she ended up getting pregnant, but I would support her in any shape or form. But
Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help.
it aged him.
Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl. But I know it's not true.
Wow, Mom. So Papa feels humiliated. Mama thinks I'm naive. Thanks.
Well, that should be it. All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter.
Say goodbye to the diary.
Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while.
My rabbit's going crazy with his water bottle. I don't know if you can hear that. I thought she might have been pregnant, but I wasn't too sure. I also forgot that she was sick. So when she was talking to that lady, saying that she wasn't feeling so well, we could have, if I remembered that she was sick, I would have been like, oh yeah, it was because, you know, of her sickness that she has, but I forgot that she's sick. So I immediately went to pregnancy, but obviously she's pregnant. She doesn't look that far along, maybe like 2 months.
All I can hope now is
know.
that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains. And that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
Bridge of Mist, autumn 2005. Back to the Future.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Maybe. Yes? I want to believe yes. It's possible, isn't it? I have really no idea. It's possible, isn't it?
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaughan anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker. The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes, but what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you.
The reason why I said that I don't trust the Zimmers. Is she gonna talk? Hold on. Okay, she's not gonna talk. I didn't want to end up talking to her. The reason why I said that I do not trust the Zimmers is because they've been trying desperately to have a baby. And lo and behold, a 17-year-old girl gets pregnant, and the mom and dad ships her off to the Zimmers, pretty much. So, I would not be shocked if they steal the baby somehow. So, I'm just, like, that's why I'm like, I don't trust the Zimmers, because I just feel like somehow they're going to take the baby away from Dana or something. I do not trust them. Because they have been desperately trying to have a child. But anyways. But the thing is, I could be totally wrong, because, like, she looked at a photo of her grandparents, pretty much. If that's her grandparents, she would have been like, oh, that looks like grandma and grandpa. But, like, so much younger, you know? But she didn't say that. So, maybe I'm completely wrong, and the Zimmers are fine. But let's just continue on with it. Who knows? Maybe she just had the baby and lived at the hospital or wherever they put her happily with her baby and then moved on with her life. Who knows? We'll have to continue on to figure that out.
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Oh,
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
That's a good clue, I guess, but I need to find more.
Yeah, that's true.
So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Sister something, June 13th, 1938. Dear Herr Ross, please accept my heartfelt thanks for the new donation Herr Zimmer made to our institute on your behalf. Therefore, it is my pleasure to inform you that Dana can remain with us until December 1938, as you asked. It is indeed the most reasonable thing to do regarding the deterioration in her health. Please rest assured that we will continue to keep good care of her. Yours sincerely, Sister Magdalena. I don't know how to say the
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet. Dana's initials.
Dana's initials. Anything else? Okay, I think that's it. Should find out about the programs. Oop, hold on. Thought I saw something.
We were on the other side of this wall earlier, Kate Walker.
It's like we've gone through a looking glass.
I do not understand, Kate Walker.
Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you say so, Kate Walker.
Alice went through the looking glass. In this case, Kate went through the looking glass. Okay. Enter. So do I have to keep looking around her room for stuff? Or can I leave? Maybe we just leave? Okay. So find out about the programs? Oh, do we grab that handkerchief? We did. Okay, so we got that handkerchief. So maybe we can go back and wipe off that painted thing.
Keller, Meyer, Ortel. I'm getting close. Dana isn't mentioned here.
That's good.
Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents. Oh God, they were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure.
That's awful. So, the parents were killed during the bombings. Oh my gosh, poor Dana.
Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
September 5th, 1935, anti-Vagarian laws are passed. March 12th, 1938, Ostrosol is annexed by the Brown Shadow. November 9th, 1938, the Brown Shadow organization at night of pogroms against the Vagarians community and especially its members living on Vagahan's Bridge of Mist. October 30th, 1943, the Allies declare that the Inction of Osterhal and Austria were null and void. April 13th, 1945, Allied forces led by the Red Army liberates Vagahan after intensive bombing. April 28th, 1945, Austrahal's independence is proclaimed. So that means she wasn't here, right?
I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, so she wasn't here. Good. Obviously, because we didn't find her name on the thing. If she did get killed, she would be right, like, I think under her parents. I'm glad that she wasn't here when that happened. So I guess the pregnancy saved her life. Okay. Here we go.
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose.
Yes.
I knew her very well, you know.
Okay.
Our Dana darling.
You're Junta.
Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, you'd be
Right.
better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But here's our tram. Would you be so kind?
Of course. She's so old. She has to be like, I don't know, like in her 90s maybe? God, she's close to 100. I hope she lives to 100. That'd be awesome. 90 something years old. Oh, Tom, 2005 tram. Like a hand tram. Unexpected encounter. That's the achievement we just unlocked. Oh my gosh. Junta.
So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me.
I have 1,000 questions. Well, not 1,000, but I have a few questions. Move along. Colonel Blake, the guest house. Colonel Blake? Oh yeah, Colonel Blake is the thing that we saw in the
I
envelope.
read that you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK before and during the war. So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm sure you'll agree. So I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent.
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
The guest house?
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Yeah, we read the thing on the envelope.
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
Leon was on the run, straight to the point. Dana,
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vagen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand,
Paris.
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
I was mad at her parents for sending her away, but I'm kinda glad that they did, because if they didn't send her away, she would have ended up being there and ended up killed with them.
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter, all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar, what a mess that was.
So, that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
into the water we go. I was right, those were pedals in the back. That's so cool. I love this tram. I wish we had them in real life, man. Wow. That is so freaking cool. Wonder where she's taking us. Where are we going? Jinfa. Or Janet? Right? Was it Janet? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep calling her Jinfa. Woo. Oh, excuse me. I'm starting to get tired. That's so cool. I just love this so much. I want the trams, these trams in real life, man. So much.
I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can
Oh,
wait.
the poor old lady.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Section 08. Are we at a cemetery? We're just gonna leave. She's probably gonna just tell us to
Okay,
go.
then.
And don't forget, miss, section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Section 08 means that it's a cemetery.
Cold as hell here.
Yeah, it sounds like a cemetery. Don't feed the birds. So please do not feed the swans. That's right. I was just assuming that's what I was saying. Honey,
The heck
no,
do I
don't
get
do
myself
that.
into these situations?
Good question.
These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something.
Yeah. My cat was kneading on the carpet, and I don't like when they do that because it. I rent this apartment, and if any damages are, like, I'll have to pay for them pretty much. Any damage that they do. So, yeah. We're in a
There's
cemetery.
something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
That was not reassuring at all, there, Oscar. We're definitely in a cemetery. She's actually kneading on one of her toys, that's fine. Yep, it's a cemetery.
Grim.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm afraid to go inside. I don't want to know if it. I don't want to know it's Dana. I don't want to know if it's her baby. I don't want to know if it's Leon.
This place gives me the creeps.
I actually like
Looks
cemeteries,
like-
but they do creep me out.
Oh, jeez.
The cemetery. Obviously. When she said section 08, you should have known, right?
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my god, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot that Colonel Blake mentioned.
Section 08. Yes, Okay, let's go. Oh my god.
Oh my god. But if it is the baby, I'm going to riot.
Section 08 is over there. I don't have time to get lost in that maze.
Use. Are we gonna use Oscar?
I'm gonna need you to be my eyes, Oscar.
Will do. Just call me whenever you need directions.
Okay.
A cemetery. Oh my god.
Oh, that's B.
Impossible to read.
So the one
Section
behind me is
D.
B. This is section D.
The inscription has faded away.
So did we just see D?
Oscar, I'm kind of lost here.
Just leave me a second.
Okay, so we saw B, then we saw D, right? So that means we went down here, and we're like here, so we have to go this way? Okay. So this direction? I'm assuming. Is that an E or G?
Section G.
G.
I need your eyes, Oscar.
I do the thinking, she does the walking.
Okay,
Fine by
I
me.
was correct. So we have to go this way. And then this way. So this way. I don't know. Look.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
Okay. So this way? Oh, no. So we gotta go these stairs. And then what?
Can you guide me, Oscar?
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I was correct. So I want to go up this way, but couldn't. So we went this way? No, that's not correct. So we went this direction. So we had to go this way? So we have to go this direction?
Section O. That's it.
I was right. Me. I did it.
Anna Rose, 1938. Gone to a better place. Oh no. What happened?
Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So she remained at the sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
That's how she survived the pogroms.
Yes, but that didn't mean she was safe.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
That's so nice of her to do. I'm pissed. I am so pissed right now. I knew it.
Dana stayed in London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office. She had no family, no friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
Oh, wow.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided.
Okay, hold on real quick. Okay, so, 1, Dana never saw the baby. She was asleep the whole entire time, and before she even woke up, they had already buried the child. Those fucking Zimmers stole that fucking child. The Zimmers took the child and pretended to fake her death. and renamed the child Sarah, which is what's her name's mother. I know, I just feel it in my bones. That's what happened, and I am freaking furious. Anyways, continue on, shall we? But I freaking knew it. I freaking knew that they were going to do that. I freaking knew it. Because they wanted a child so bad, because she couldn't carry a freaking child for whatever reason. She couldn't carry one. They wanted a child so freaking bad that they're like, oh, this girl, she's pregnant. Let's put her to sleep and let's, like, pretend that the baby died. So we can take the child and have a child finally. Anyways, our scouts have confirmed that 2 tanks divisions are still positioned in Belgium. Please note that other tanks divisions left for Lee Harbor. Okay. Special Operation Executive reports of Agent BGB on mission consort and consort investigation on enemies units movements and SAM surface to air batteries position French Western coast situation. 2 SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. A tank division is leaving Cherbourg to reach the SAM battery near Brest. Yeah, Brest. I thought I said that wrong. I'm like, the SAM battery near Cyan? I don't know, is still active. Okay. Surveillance report. And the thing is, I don't think the parents had anything to do with it for some reason. I'm not positive if they knew it or not, but maybe they didn't know. I'm not 100% sure if they knew about the baby being stolen by the Zimmers, but I just feel like they didn't know. I'm not 100% sure though. Anyways, surveillance report. A submarine is still positioned in the North Sea. 2 of the 3 submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. A submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the one positioned near Brest in the North Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so I have to position them. Oh boy.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
This is what I've done so far. I got it wrong, obviously. Oh, I see what I did. I put a submarine. I was meant to put a submarine there, but I accidentally put a tank in the water. Oopsie daisy. There we go.
That's it, I guess.
I'm an idiot. I put a tank in the water instead of a submarine.
Yunda!
I did my whole take pictures of the documents so I can read over them instead of, going back and forth. It just made it easier.
Sorry, but I just can't get used to it. For me, you'll always be Ginger Yunta.
Charming. I'm sure I have Lenny to thank for that. You were always too soft on that little brat.
Maybe.
Maybe. I guess. Anyway, what are you doing here? So glad to see you.
Only doing my duty, Dana darling. A gallery invited me for a conference, so I jumped at the occasion to report back to our superiors. But it might be the last time for a while, I'm afraid. It's getting very hard to leave the occupied territories, even for a famous so-called pro-brown shadow artist like me. Anyway, how have you been since my last visit?
Speak the truth. Let's speak the truth.
Well, with Leon being missing and probably lying dead somewhere in Baltear for the past 7 years, and what happened to my parents, you know how I feel. But it's all beginning to feel like a dream, Yunta. A distant dream. Especially her. And I don't want it to, I don't want her, my sweet Anna, to just fade away. I'm sorry, Yunta, but could we please change the subject?
Of course, darling.
What is it?
More work for you, actually.
Oh?
Yes. The Allies need someone for an operation with the Resistance in occupied territory, and they think it should be you. But truth be told, Dana, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Why not? I did volunteer for field operations. They've trained me a lot for that.
I know, Dana, but this operation will happen in Ostertal, right next to Vagen, actually.
I see.
Look, you don't need to answer me this minute. And no one would blame you if you declined the mission. We all know you don't only have happy memories of Vagen. You still have time to think it over. But before you give your final answer, they need you to identify the resistance group that will execute the operation. It's all explained here. And of course it's all top secret stuff. So you must cross-reference the documents right here in this room. You'll have to use that thing over there.
But I don't know how to use it.
We'll figure
I'm
it
sure
out.
that's easy for you. You have such a clever mind, my little virtuoso. I'll see you later.
Bye, Jinta.
Well, let's get cracking then.
I just want to hug her. So bad. I want to just hug her and cry. Agent Rose, we need volunteers for a delicate operation with the resistance in one of the occupied countries, a country you know well, Austral. If you accept, you will be dropped near Vagahan so that you can coordinate an exfiltration operation of a vehicle and get him into Switzerland. To do so, you will be escorted by one of the main resistance networks in the region. Is that obtained excellent results the past few years. Whether you accept or not the mission, we need you to identify the network amongst other small underground groups active in Osterhall. For reasons of confidentiality, you are not to leave your office until you have done so. We have granted you temporary access to your station's pneumatic telegraph, a contribution to the war efforts that was given to you by a French engineer. This machine will allow you to claim any relevant documents you may need. We wish you good luck, L. Okay. Honey, leave your brother alone, please.
From what I can understand of that thing, the pressure must be high in the left tube, but low in the right one.
So we had to get this to the green over here, but we need this to get in the green. Okay.
Compressed air.
Compressed.
I think I need to get the mixture right, paying close attention to the rarefied air.
Nope, wrong. Oop. Okay. Nope. Yee. Cool. Yay! Okay. What's this? Oh. Okay, yeah, we already read that. I'm like, what is this letter? We already read it.
We're snowed under. The paperwork is piling up, and problems with it. I guess winning a war takes time, and it's something we cruelly lack. The most widely used Allied single-seat fighter plane. I probably owe it my life, like all of us here. The Blitz ended a few years earlier, but now the Brown Shadow is sending us a new death machine, the V2.
Oh, this is the board that we just...
We've reconquered North Africa and half of southern Italy, and we aren't going to stop there.
Nice.
The Brown Shadow still occupies the whole of Central and Western Europe.
Wow.
The Soviets are on the move. They've reconquered most of their territory, and they're closing in on the Brown Shadow. The United Kingdom seems pretty much on its own as representative of the free world in Western Europe.
Wow. I just want to look around, just so... I'll move on eventually. I just want to look.
Could one imagine anything as insane as the whole wide world at war? And for the second time in barely a generation.
Yeah. It reminds me of, I don't want to say it. Okay, never mind. Inspect. So, topic, subject, country. Okay, I think we got it in... I thought it would be in my journal, but I guess not. So I gotta go back to that paper. Osterhall. Okay, let me just... So, Osterhall. So, country.
Right. Let's see.
Finally figured it out. Oh my god. I'm glad that I finally figured it out. Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. Okay.
Not this one either. The information doesn't tally with what Junta said. Edelweiss? A coincidence. It must be a coincidence. The network leader's alias.
Come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly what you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on, then.
All right. Your nickname will be Alpine Lover from now on.
It's Leon Alpine Lover and Edelweiss, whatever how you say that word. The one.
Leon! He's alive. He's alive. He's alive! I need to... Oh, good grief. But how did he... Yunta! Yunta!
Leon.
So Leon made it from Baltayar. But how?
I have no idea, miss. All I know is that he survived for almost a year in the mountains before coming back to Ostertal to set up the Edelweiss resistance group.
Which made Dana accept the mission you told her about back then, right?
Of course, she was given extra training and was dropped near Vargan the following summer to carry it out. We'd better get going. It looks like the storm is coming.
You go first. I'll meet you at the tram station in a minute.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
I don't think the baby's buried there. I think it's an empty casket. Find nameplate of donors. Okay, so we got more exploring to do in here.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
I really think that what I said is true, but I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong too. But like, she never saw the baby, never held it, never saw that it was actually gone. They didn't even wait until she woke up to bury the child. They buried the child and then she woke up and then they're like, oh, the baby's gone. Like, that sounds real fishy to me. Yeah, there's nothing
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
Oh wait.
The Undertakers must store their tools in it.
Trying to find that thing that they want me to look at before I leave. Oh, that's... yeah, you can't go that way. Maybe it's up here? don't think so. I don't know. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find it. Take. Oh wait, no, that's Oscar. Leave him be. Oh. I was just trying to leave the cemetery. Crap.
What the heck?
What is it, Kate Walker?
The gates, they just closed. Oh, there must be a mechanism to open them somewhere.
There always is, Kate Walker.
Find the nameplate of donors. Okay, I can still do it. Obviously, because I haven't left the cemetery, so.
Something's missing here.
Okay.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
Another dead end. We run into a lot of dead ends. I found it.
I recognize some of the names here. Pretty interesting. But I should get back to what I was doing.
To our generous donors, Adam Zimmer, the Zimmers, Jen, Isabella, Lenny Reiner. Isn't that Lenny the one from that one place? Matilda, Chris, Eric. Yeah, okay. I only recognize two. Anyway, so I found what I wanted to find, so that's nice. There was something over here to look at. Ooh.
Maybe I could use this with the lock.
Oh.
It's out of reach.
I need, Oscar! It'd be cool if you could just call him to you instead of having to go back to get him, but... No, that's gonna be a dead end, I feel like. Go back. This place is like a maze. Yeah, this way, I'm pretty sure. And then we take him. He's all curled up in a ball. I love him. Oscar!
So, the bag, again.
I know, Oscar. I know.
Obviously, you do not, Kate Walker.
We know you hate the bag. Get over it. No. Skirt. Back this way. That's the dead end. Inspect. Observe.
Seems so old. This place must be centuries old.
Yeah, it really is. Use Oscar.
Can you bring that pickaxe closer, Oscar?
Of course, Kate Walker.
Hoi. 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 Very good, Oscar. Okay, now we gotta go back to that shed. Was it this way? I'm not positive. I'm just guessing. Yes, break. Hey. Hey. This is her second time using a pickaxe. Yes, I'm counting. Why? I don't know. This is her second time using one. In the salt mines, and then in this one. Okay.
Useless.
Ah!
Looks like it's compatible with a bigger mechanism.
Yeet. Okay. I think we go back up this way. This way. Keep going. This way. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. This. Go this. She's like, which way do I go? This way, this way. Like, she doesn't know which way to go. Sorry. Use. Wait. Yay, we got out. Okay, out we go. We found everything that we needed.
You seem disappointed, Kate Walker.
About what?
Well, correct me if I am wrong, but the fact that Dana Rose lost her baby and became sterile disproves your hypothesis that there can be a family link between you, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, Oscar, but I'm just stupidly over-optimistic. I wish I were like you, and not controlled by stupid emotions.
Nice of you to say, I guess.
Sorry, Oscar. That didn't come out so well.
Wait, I just got oh my god, I'm so slow. I'm so sorry. I was like, sterile, what does that mean? And then this whole conversation, it just dawned on me. I'm such a freaking dumbass. She can't have any more children. Oh my god, I just realized that. You know, it's getting late when I can't freaking think properly. But yeah, so she can't have any more children, so that means that they won't be related because she can't have any more children. But, like I said, I think the baby got taken. So she is still linked to Dana. We just gotta figure that out. So she became sterile after having the baby.
I'm very sorry to have brought you such bad news.
It's fine.
This must have been quite a shock for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think the baby's buried there. I really don't. Upsetting discovery. We just got the achievement. Yeah, my brain is so slow. Sterile means that she can't have any more children because something happened during the childbirth where she can no longer have any more children. So she only had Anna Rose, And then she couldn't have any more children, obviously. But like I said, I don't think Anna's buried there. We'll have to just wait and see. Just never have any more children. Ugh, that's awful. And the only child you had died. Storms are brewing.
What about that mission Dana led with Leon's resistance network?
It didn't turn out well, Miss Walker. Actually, that's the reason I left London to be here.
Oh?
Yes, just a second, Miss Walker. Where did I put it? What with this blasted storm? It's all over the papers. Here, have a look for yourself.
Storm. Excavation work at Devil's Pass has been interrupted. An unexpected storm has obliged the Council to remove the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War and to move them to the Silberspiegel Refuge. Those frozen bodies near the refuge. I heard about them just yesterday. Do you mean...
There has been no formal identification yet, Miss Walker.
But it's plausible that...
That Leon, at least, is among those bodies, yes.
Do you think Dana could be among the bodies?
I suppose it would be logical. It would explain why I never saw or heard of her again after the mission. Yet, according to some witnesses, Dana survived the war and indeed helped resistance fighters from Wagen until the liberation. But if those testimonies were true, then Dana vanished after the war.
So if she vanished, like, my thing is, if she's not dead, then why didn't she reach out to her and talk to her and like be like, hey, I'm alive still? I don't know.
What happened to Leon?
According to the testimonies I've obtained, Leon was killed on that mission. The Foreign Office tasked Dana to lead, an avalanche apparently. I am one of the few people still alive to be able to identify him, which is why I'm here. If it weren't for this bloody storm, it would have been done today.
So he died and Dana probably saw it, and then she went into hiding after the heartbreak. Then she really truly lost everything at that point if she saw Leon die. But I might be wrong.
What about the other bodies?
According to the medical examiner's office, in all, 3 bodies have been extracted from the ice. The one presumed to be Leon, and 2 others, a man and a woman not yet identified.
I see.
We need to go to the refuge and see if that body is Leon.
Try to stay positive, Miss Walker. Only a visual identification will allow us to be certain. We can go as soon as this storm's over, probably tomorrow or the day after.
I think she's gonna go tonight. I don't know, I just have like this feeling like she's gonna go tonight to the refuge to see if that is Leon and if it's Dana.
Miss Walker, we've arrived. But you're not coming, are you?
Nope. Nope, she's not. She's
Well,
gonna go.
Miss Walker, you might not be related to Dana, but you bloody well certainly remind me of her.
She is related to Dana. She's a spinach image of that woman. Unless she's a doppelganger, then there you go, because we do have doppelgangers. We do have people that look exactly like us out in the world. We don't know. But yeah, she's gonna go to the refuge and see if it's Dana and Leon. Cause like, she could have either saw Leon die, or they could have died together and froze to death in the avalanche. Or she saw Leon die and then went into hiding because of her heartbreak, and that's why she never reached out to Genta.
So, instead of waiting for the storm to pass and for the official identification of the bodies, I might add, that were trapped in the ice for 6 decades, you, and by extension me, are going to climb up the mountain so you can identify them yourself.
Yes.
I know, Oscar, I know. But I've just got to be sure. Because if one of those bodies turns out to be Dana,
We'll have no more trains to chase?
She'll just lose hope at that point. She won't have anything to really hang on to. If Dana is one of the people amongst the bodies, then at least she'll know what happened to Dana. But oop. They gave me a little thing there. Hopefully Dana is not one of them. I hope it's Leon's not one of them either, but we'll have to see. This girl's gonna end up like frozen in the ice if she's not careful. I'm cold just looking at it.
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm.
Good.
I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
Okay. Oh wait, there's somebody there.
Are you sure you want to stay under the storm to see the bodies, Kate Walker? They'll still be here tomorrow, you know.
Maybe, Oscar, but I can't wait. I've just got to know now.
Yeah. She's impatient.
this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Wagen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if...
As if she knew the departed.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She is with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on. I need to check something in the tent anyway.
It's 100% Leon. She freaking loved Leon. She was madly in love with him. And for her to collapse like she did, it has to be Leon.
There must be something missing here.
She was definitely, she was
The
so in
gas
love with
tank's
him.
empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Didn't
Yeah.
you come across a jerry can earlier? Better go check it out.
Yes! Thanks, Oscar!
Yeah, so it's definitely Leon because we all know that she loved Leon. So it's 100% Leon. Gosh. I don't want it to be Leon though. What the frick was that? So he was watching us. What? So he was watching us. That was creepy.
Locked, of course.
Okay, so
Nothing. Speak to me, Oscar!
This button must have turned on the generator, Kate Walker. But you still need to use the starter.
Okay! Thanks, Oscar!
thanks, Oscar. Ugh.
A photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Lenny also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girl's built a veritable shrine to him.
Well, she was madly in love with the boy, so.
Another one of those cigars. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy. There's something truly odd going on with Demoiselle Lenny. I really ought to have a little chat with her. But before, the bodies. They are all that count right now. They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed. They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed.
Oh.
Looks like I can change its shape.
Key. Okay. Okay. We got the key. Sure, Tony.
That bloody storm.
Yeah, it's freaking horrible. Oh my goodness gracious. Back out in the storm.
Wrong one.
Okay. No, that can't be right, right? Must miss something. Did I miss something in here, maybe? Ah. Oh, I forgot to look at it.
Too small for a door.
Ah, this is the right key. Okay. Okay, I found the right key. Alright, back out to the storm now. I thought I missed something. I'm glad I went in and inspect. Run, 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 girl, run. I really want to see the bodies used. This one. And what? Her.
Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder
Dry
how long they've been there.
biscuits.
Must be to crank up the generator.
Okay. Oops. Wrong. No! God fucking damn it. God. Height. Okay. Generator is a go. Go down. Go down. Walk fast. Run, 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 run. Look.
Forensics Institute of Vaughan. Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe he's been dead for over 60 years. That's quite amazing. And grim at the same time.
Oh, that's awful. White man, around 30, fair hair, body in an exceptional state of preservation after being trapped in ice for many decades, probably died in an avalanche in the mid-1940s. Everything indicates that this is the body of alpinist and resistance fighter Leon reported missing during a delicate infiltration operation. His identity should be confirmed by further analysis and a visual identification expected to take place soon. So, yep. Leon died. No. Let's do this one, then we'll do that one last.
An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s. That can't be Dana.
Nope, because she's not blonde. White female, blonde hair with blue eyes, between 40 and 15 years of age. 40 or 50 years of age. Due to lack of evidence, her identity is impossible to determine with certainty. However, given the presumed identity of the two other bodies found in the eyes, there is every reason to believe that this person participated in the resistance operation that was probably swept away by an avalanche in the mid-1940s. Oof.
That's not Dana in this body bag.
Okay. White man, brown hair, about 50 years of age. There is every reason to believe that this is the body of Herlon Alexander. Alexander was to be exfiltrated by Leon Kabatis, whose remains are also thought to be among the frozen bodies. During a resistance operation, the party was probably swept away by an avalanche in the mid-1940s. So the guy that they were meant to help died as well.
That's it, Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. What a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Lenny in the refuge. I have a lot of new questions for her.
I'm glad that Dana is not there, but I'm sad that Leon's here. Oh, wait.
Looks like the rescuers left in a hurry after they moved the bodies here. Must have been surprised by the blizzard.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. It just saved. We just got a whole bunch of bad news this episode. We didn't find Dana, which is great. So that means the story still has to go on. But Leon, we found Leon. He is sadly dead. And we think that Anna Rose is dead, but I don't think she is. I think, like I said, she was taken by the Zimmers and raised, and they renamed her Sarah, which is her mother. But I'm not positive. I could be totally wrong, but we'll have to wait and see until next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, or ring that bell if you want to see more videos from me. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you beautiful night wolves in the next video. Goodbye.
Don't you know that you're beautiful?